Okay, we're back for day 2. Our unit is What is Changing in Our World? That's unit 3. And we're on week 5, and we're talking about what changes can be seen in nature. So yesterday we read a poem, or the Sing With Me book, called Life Cycle. And we talked about what season the insect develops in her shell. That would be the winter. And then in what season does she come out as a butterfly? And that's in the summer. So that's that life cycle. And then the butterfly lays eggs so that they can grow to a caterpillar in the fall and become a chrysalis in the winter, and then becomes a butterfly. So it's that cycle that we discussed. So today's new word is rearrange. So rearrange, I have furniture because sometimes people rearrange furniture. So it means to move around. So sometimes we rearrange the classroom this year. Sometimes you rearrange your plans, so you have to move your plans. So rearrange just means to move. On your first page of day 2, which is page, I think, 4 in your book, 3 or 4, it says rearrange the pattern. So I didn't give you much room, but you have this pattern. I want you to take how many shapes, so there's actually 3 of each one, and just change it around. So rearrange it. How could you move it? Okay. Today, we are talking about phonics with our picture, and we're talking about contractions. Now, we talked about contractions before, and a contraction is when you take 2 words and you put them together, and you use an apostrophe to, to shorten the word. So today, we are looking at the apostrophes or at the contraction with is, which is an apostrophe s, have, which is an apostrophe ve, and are, which is a apostrophe re. So if I look at this picture, I see a girl, and she's walking by the pond. When I say she's, the middle sound is e. The last sound is z. I see tadpoles. They've started turning into frogs. When I say they've, the middle sound is a, and the last sound is v. Listen to the sounds in he's. H, e, z. There are 3 sounds. Let's blend those sounds. H, e, z. He's. So when I look also, some of the other contractions I see, so it shortens the word. Instead of saying for he's, I could have said he is, but I shortened it. For they've, I could have said they have, but I shortened it. Another one I could say is we're, we are, or we've, we have. So those are some of the contractions. So I want you to go on to Seesaw and circle some of the contractions that either ends in a z or s, for like he's, it's, so it actually, the letter is an s, sound is a z, z. Have or we've, like we have, or are, you are. So think of those as you're looking. So like I look and we've played baseball, or we're playing baseball, for those kids that are out throwing the ball, or we're watching the frog jump, or I've stepped in a puddle. So those are some of the ones that you can do, or you can think of some of your own. Again, work as a team for that, and only put it under one person's name. Pause, and you can do that. So now that you are back, this is on that same page with the pattern, and this is those contractions and how to put them together. So I see I have, and I'm going to look and which one has I as the first letter, and that would be I've. So that's what it is together. So you're going to put I've on line number 1. And then when I look at 2, it says we are. And so I'm looking for we. And when I look, I see we're and we've. Well, does ARE have a VE in it? No. So it's probably the one with RE. So I'm going to put we're on the line. Now remember that apostrophe takes the place of those other letters. So that's why there is no more R or there is no more HA. It takes that place. Before you move on, you are going to get onto Seesaw and you're going to read some words. They are, thank you for your patience. They're just some words for practice of the AR, ER, IR, and no ORs, but you're just going to practice those. So read that quickly. This is one where everyone has to do their own. Now we've moved on after you've done that. And so you can actually even take time to go ahead and switch out. So one person does this or 2 people do this while one person records and go back. So here are the selection words of our new piece that we're going to be reading. And so first I see caterpillar, crawl, chrysalis, pupa, and shiver. And so as you're doing it, there's a couple things that you are going to do as you go through. So like you're going to color the caterpillar green. So follow those instructions. Again, pause as you work so that you're making sure you get everything done. We're going to move on to our main selection. So we are reading a literary nonfiction, which means it's a nice story, but it's about it's told like a story, but it tells us about something that's actually happened. So it's not made up. These things really happen. A caterpillar does change into a butterfly and all those things, but it's told as a story. So you are going to read this with your partner. And then after that, so pause, read the story in the book. Then when you get done, I want you to go to your final page of the day and you are going to draw 2 pictures of what happens in the life cycle of a caterpillar, and you're going to write a caption. And a caption is just a sentence of what is happening in the picture. So we kind of worked with captions when we have been doing our writing, and so it's just, what is this picture telling me? So do that, and then you'll get back into reading groups. So thank you for your hard work.